Hello again and welcome to day 2 of the creation in Genesis. And here we have the script, and you'll notice the first line looks very familiar. Kai hei pen hoteos. And if we remember from the first day, we had something very similar. In fact, almost identical. In fact, identical. And so we just need to copy this. And he said, the God did. Whoops. All right. Okay, what did the God say? Geneteto. We've seen that word before, so we can just copy this, make it come into being. Okay, so what does the God say should come into being? Stereoma. This is a new word. From the third group of nouns. Let's color it. And we can peek ahead here. And you can see it's repeated here. So I'm just gonna copy this. And I separated out the charts, the noun tables. Well, first of all, let's look at it in the vocabulary. There it is. Stereoma is a thing firmed, a firmament, a solid structure. And it comes from the verb stereo, make firm. Stereo. And from the noun modifiers, sterea, stereos, stereon, which means firm or solid or rigid, and you get the words stereophonic, solid sound, and came to mean the whole stereo system you might have that gives you a sound system. And it's also used in the word stereotype, where someone has a rigid view of a character or something like that. The Hebrew word that was used was rakia, which means that which is firmly hammered, an extended surface, a vault of heaven. And the verb rak means beat or spread out thinly. And the related noun rikua, sorry for my pronunciation, I don't know Hebrew, so Anyways, that meant a hammering of metal into sheets. So we have this image of perhaps a demiurge craftsman having gathered firm particles of maybe silver and gold and forged them and into a metal and shaping them into a firmament. And I have a picture right here that might give you an idea. Something like that, although the artist here had a Greek god in mind, the craftsman god Hephaestus. Okay, so a firmament is being crafted. Let's put firmament into our noun chart. And let's see if we have a space for it. There we go. Okay, it's going to be too big, but we'll adjust it. Uh-oh. It's not letting me paste. Let's try again. Oops. Come on. Oh, there we go. All right. Let's make that a little smaller. Oh, it's too small. All right. And let's bold the ending and indicate the color. And of course we know that for neuter nouns, the target and the focus are always the same. All right, so you notice the pitch mark in pneuma is up and down, and here in stereoma it comes, it's an up pitch mark. So now, if we peek ahead again, we see we have a separating version of it right here. Let's copy that one. Oh. Oh. All right, too big again. Okay, you notice the pitch mark moves onto the omega in the separating case. Okay. Let's go back to our translation here. Okay, so you notice here we have a locating version of this word. Messoi. And we had here a middle. Let's see if we can find the well, let's look at it. Oh, we already know what it is. We saw it in the middle. So let's head down to, there we go. So it belongs in this box here. So let's copy it. Okay. It's not sitting in the middle here. There we go. All right. Sorry. Now, okay, we can color it as well. Well, let's copy it first because the masculine and the neuter are the same. So it goes in here as well. And if we want to be complete, let's put the feminine version in here as well. Let's say. Okay, and while we're at it, let's do the, okay, we should color this guy because we have it in our text. So I think this one. Okay. Let's do these ones as well. Except that the accent's going to be different here, the pitch mark. it's going to be an up and down omega. And the neuter is going to be the same. Kalui. And for the feminine, Kalei. And we can do our nouns as well. Let's copy this one. You know what? We can do our the word for the, which I have here. So anyways, you get the idea. We can okay, so you can fill in the rest of this yourself. The rest of them. Let's continue. In the middle of the water. Whoops. Okay. So make it come into being, a firmament in the middle of the water. Okay, I think, oh, you know what? Let me introduce Homer. I'm going to sidetrack here before we continue. Here's the opening of a Homer's Iliad. Minin awede Dea of wrath, sing goddess. And here's the beginning of Homer's Odyssey. Andra moi enepe mosa. A man of a man, to me in tone, muse. So I'm introducing the word muse. And I'm going to put it into our noun charts, because muse is a interesting hybrid. Belongs, there it is. Mosa. So let's fill in our charts. For the first group feminines. Okay, so himera and vespera always obviously are the same, have the same endings. Now let's take a look at mosa. Mosa. I don't know why that went small on me. So, any guesses as to what the relating ending would be here? Well, if you thought it's us, you're wrong. Because it's let me check. It's ace. And I'm gonna have to find an eta. Oops. And I'm going to have to change the epsilon. Moses. So we have a hybrid here. A in the focus and target, and A in the relating and locating. All right. I'm gonna leave that with you for now. We didn't get very far, but we'll continue in the next lesson. Day 2, Part 2. Join me then. Bye.